Welcome back to Superior Sunrise. Now with me is Superior Livestock Representative Chris Brookman. Chris, you are a fourth-generation cattle rancher. Tell us a little bit about yourself and your involvement in the cattle industry.
Well, as you said, I'm fourth generation. My family's been in Montana since 1884, so it doesn't make us good, it just makes us there a long time. I've been a rancher all my life. We have a rodeo company and raise buck and stock also, but I started with Superior, one of the original reps. Tony Schiffer, Ray Mader, Ralph Wade, myself, and another fellow started Q Video Sales back in '84, and we ran that for 3 or 4 years, and then Superior flew us to Fort Worth, and we joined up with them, and the rest is history.
I know you say the rest is history, but let's rewind it. Let's take it back a little bit. Tell us what it was like back in the day, starting with Superior as a new guy.
Well, when we started, Ray Mader and Tony Schiffer were the only two reps in Wyoming, and Howard Hawks and I were the only two reps in Montana. And we traveled a lot of country trying to get people to accept the new idea of a video. And it was interesting, to say the least. One story I remember, I was born and raised at Wolf Point, and they used to have a bull sale there in the spring. They called it the Niemont Bull Show and Sale, and they had it on Saturdays. And back in those days, we had our sale on Saturdays, and it was with the big dish. And so there was a fellow at Wolf Point had a Radio Shack, and he had one of those big big dishes, and I had him set it up down at the trade show, and it was coincidental that we had a sale that day. Excuse me. So I had that set up, and we were watching the sale, and people would come by my booth and look at it, and is that for real? Yes, sir. Some Montana calves came on and sold very well, and the guy said, that's not real. I said, yes, it is. It's happening right now. And do you want to try it? And he said, oh, I'm going to wait till they work the bugs out of it. So that's the way it went back then. You had to really work to get people to try the concept, and now look at all of the companies that are imitating Superior.
And here we are today. Like you said, you started in the beginning and you made it this far. Superior has grown and come a long ways, and you've grown with them. Talk about the kind of country where you run cattle in Montana. It's very diverse. A lot of people don't get out there and get to see it. So tell us about that.
Well, it depends on what part of the state you're in. In the western part, in the mountains, they calve early, so they are done by the time they go to the mountains with the cattle. On the east side, where I'm from, they calve later in the spring because it's big open country, and we can get some late spring storms, so a lot of people tend to wait till late April and May to calve. And there's a lot of cow herds in our country around Miles City, and some of my customers that'll be on tomorrow run upwards of 1,000 head of cattle.
Well, I know you said you have some customers with cattle on tomorrow, so we want to wish you the best tomorrow in the auction. Thanks for coming on with me this morning. Tony told me to give you a hard time, but I wasn't going to do that to you. When we come back, folks, Jerry Wolf with Wolf Cattle. Don't go anywhere.